How's it going, everybody? It's Warren and welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk about all things Marvel and everything relating to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And today we're going to be going over and breaking down a leaked scene from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, we've briefly talked about this before, but since then it seems like we have figured out exactly what this scene is about, including who is in the scene. And it's actually a very important scene in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and we're going to break down everything that we found out about the scene in this video. If you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU news, and so you can enter this week's giveaway for a chance to win a Deadpool vs. Cable Funko Pop. Just subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave a comment below to enter. So we have this dialogue for this scene for Doctor Strange 2 because of a leaked audition tape. And like I said, at first it didn't quite make 100% sense, but when you dig a little bit deeper and you connect some of the dots, it is actually quite clear what is happening in these scenes. So the leaked audition tape was for the role of America Chavez. She's been rumored to play a pretty significant role in the film for a pretty long time now, and now it's pretty much confirmed with this leaked audition tape. And we're just gonna go ahead and break it down piece by piece, sentence by sentence.
Not bad. Can I have another one of these, what do you call them? Oh, pepperoni.
No more pizza. You need to tell us what's happening.
Yeah, but I'm hungry.
So to start it off, she's asking for another pepperoni pizza, but she doesn't know what pepperoni pizza is. Now, this might not make sense on the surface, but since this is the role for America Chavez, that means that not only is she not a human being, but she's also not from the same universe that she is in right now. You see, in the comics, America Chavez hails from an alien race, and it exists in a different dimension of the multiverse, and this actually comes from Marvel's 616 timeline. So she's from a different dimension, and she's also an alien, so that's why she doesn't know what pepperoni pizza is. In the comics, America Chavez has two mothers, and they both sacrifice themselves to save their world from being destroyed by a series of black holes. They end up saving their universe, and then America Chavez runs away from home and tries to be like them, exploring the multiverse, going from one universe to another, until she ends up in this universe, our main universe, talking to these two people, in which these two people are Doctor Strange and Wong. If we examine the dialogue closely, we can tell that it is Strange and Wong, although the voice is a woman. But this is simply a woman filling in, reading the lines of Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is actually the one that says, "No more pizza, you need to tell us what's happening." And that leads us to the next dialogue. But before we continue the breakdown, just want to say thank you for today's video sponsor, Skillshare. I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video and helping me pass the time during quarantine. I know a lot of you have been asking me about YouTube, how to get started, what editing software to use, how to use things like Photoshop and iMovie. Well, if you're looking for a place to learn all of those things and expand your creativity, Skillshare is the place for you. And the great news is that the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 2-month free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. If you're interested in YouTube, you could check out classes by the teacher Sorel Amor, who's got great insight on what you need. During this time of quarantine, I fought boredom off by trying to get better at guitar by taking classes on Skillshare. So for those of you who love to learn, be sure to click the link in the description down below. And if you're not one of the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description down below, don't worry, Skillshare is less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. Just click the link down below to get started. So the next part is actually a very important part of this leaked scene.
I don't care. Giant demon just took out an entire block of our city trying to eat you.
It didn't try to eat me, it tried to abduct me.
Why?
Bring me a pepperoni and you'll find out.
I'll get it. She's just a child.
Exactly, I'm just a child.
There you go, Maite.
Thank you, Frank.
America Chavez is saying that she's hungry, trying to get more pizza, but then Doctor Strange says, "I don't care, a giant demon just took out an entire block of our city trying to eat you." In which she replies, "It wasn't trying to eat me, it was trying to abduct me." Now this is a really important part because Doctor Strange doesn't seemingly know what the demon is. This implies that since America Chavez is now in our universe, other beings are coming from the universe to try and get her, because she seemingly knows why. Now one of America Chavez's biggest powers is the ability to create portals through the multiverse, and it is possible for other beings to travel through these portals as well. So it seems like this demon, since Doctor Strange doesn't know who this demon is, followed America Chavez. And after she says that it was trying to abduct her, Doctor Strange asks why. And America Chavez is a teenager. She's a young superhero, so she's pretty sassy, and she says, "Bring me a pepperoni and you'll find out." Now there's another character that says, I'll get it, she's just a child, and this is going to be Wong. Doctor Strange and Wong of course protect the Sanctum together, but they're also responsible for protecting reality, particularly the reality of their own universe. When Thor came to Earth, Doctor Strange immediately knew that he was there. Same with Loki, because that's what Doctor Strange is responsible for, protecting the universe from outsiders. And although Loki and Thor aren't exactly outsiders, America Chavez is, and when she came, a demon tried to abduct her. So they definitely go to her in this scene and probably take her back to the Sanctum. Now Wong will go on to give her the pizza, and then she says, "Thank you, Frank, but this is just for this audition." They replaced the name Wong with Frank just in case this gets leaked, which it did, but we see through it. And this next part is really important as pertaining to the multiverse as well.
Okay, so how familiar are you guys with the multiverse?
Somewhat familiar. Just last year we attempted to open a rift in reality.
La rift in reality. That must have been an exciting adventure. Okay, anyways, let's say this pizza is the multiverse. Here's my home reality, and over here is yours.
So America Chavez goes on to ask, how familiar are you guys with the multiverse? And Doctor Strange, or Wong, responds by saying, somewhat familiar, just last year we attempted to open up a rift in reality. Now this could be referring to something that we haven't seen yet, or it could be referring to the events of Avengers Endgame where the Avengers went back in time using the quantum realm. And the rift that they're talking about in reality is most likely the 2014 Thanos going to the present time. This would absolutely mess up other universes, not to mention it messed up their own, of course. Now the 2014 Thanos leaving its timeline creates a major problem for that timeline. A brand new universe and rift have been created. Now they have a timeline where Thanos isn't there, or Gamora or Nebula. So that universe is probably definitely going to go into madness, because it's not going to play out as it was supposed to if the Avengers didn't mess with time. But here's the most important part of this video and this scene.
They're identical in some aspects, but completely different in others. For instance, you're both in better shape where I'm from. Sorry.
America Chavez explains the multiverse, but more importantly, she explains the differences in the two universes. And she specifically says that, for instance, you're both in better shape where I'm from. Now, Doctor Strange is in pretty decent shape, but he's kind of skinny, not the buffest dude in the world, and Wong isn't exactly in the best shape. So it seems like a little bit of a burn on Wong, which is why she says sorry. But this does confirm that there are alternate versions of the characters that we know in our main timeline in other universes. And this is very important because ultimately the universes will collide, and we'll see a bunch of different versions of the same character eventually in the MCU. And perhaps we could even see Doctor Strange and Wong, who are both apparently really ripped in a different universe, in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And like we've been talking about for a while, this will ultimately lead up to Avengers Secret Wars Battle World, an event where many different universes collide and you have a lot of the same character, but different versions of that character meet up with each other. So Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is the setup for that. It's the setup for more than one version of a character to appear in the MCU. So this film is really going to kick off the multiverse, specifically jumping between universes, going throughout the multiverse and exploring. Now she finishes by talking a little bit about her backstory.
Up until a few weeks ago, I didn't know any of this stuff. I was just a mild-mannered orphan until one day a demon shows up and attacks me.
That was your visual aid pointing to 2 pepperonis.
Yep, you guys are fast learners.
When she says she was a mere orphan, she's most likely talking about the fact that her 2 mothers died. They died to save her universe, and now she's here in this timeline, which she most likely fled to because she got attacked by a demon who probably followed her, which is evident because Doctor Strange and Wong ran into that demon. And to end it, you can kind of tell that Doctor Strange was getting a little bit fed up by talking to a teenager. He says, "That was your visual aid," pointing to 2 pepperonis, and she gives him some sass back, and you can tell that this might actually add a little bit of comedy to the movie. But that's the breakdown of this scene, and as you can tell, this scene and the movie are going to be very important for establishing the multiverse throughout the MCU. So let me know what you think about this, and let me know who you think that demon could be who Doctor Strange, Wong, and America Chavez run into. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything relating to the MCU. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter for live updates, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.